So I'd like to take a minute and show you a little bit about the amazing new Color Lux system from Comfortex. What's really cool about this is that it literally allows you to create almost any color of shade that you want, and it's custom made. How you can do that is quite simple, is that they're actually printing the color on the shade. You can do this for cellular shades, roller shades, Roman shades, balance treatments, and side panels for draperies. So here's how it works. It starts with the Color Lux deck. As you can see, this is a typical paint color deck. Any one of these colors can coordinate with your room. So what we do is you take the colors that you're interested in, and then you take it to the online configurator tool. This is available to you at any time online before you actually come see us if you wanted to play around with this, or one of our specialists can take the time in the home that has design capability, can show you what works with what. So I've already got this set up a little bit, and I've actually painted the wall gray. You can change the color of the wall, and I put just kind of a very soft blue shade on there. So I'm showing you a nice plain window, but here's what happens is when I click on, say, the blue color, it gives me all the colors that match or come within that hue of blue, which I think is really cool. I've actually favorited these items, and they're saved over here on the side. So let's play with this a little bit. So I want to say, what is it going to look like with draperies on it? So I'm going to turn the drapery on over here, and voila, you can see what it looks like with draperies. I'm going to I don't really like that one so much, it doesn't go well, so I'm going to click this one and see, ooh, that looks really nice. Let me see if I want to go a little wild and a little bold. And so I can show it like that. And I'm not sure about draperies. Let me see what a balance looks like. So I just turn the drapery treatment off, and I turn the balance on, and that's a little bit more of a simplistic look. I think I like that. Nah, maybe not that color. Let me try a different one. So I'm going to try that. Now that doesn't work so well. Let me try that color. So as you can see, there's tons of ways you can configure this and have fun with it. But the good thing with this is you can actually get an idea of what you're going to be getting in your home before you get it. So really, really helps to bring that color into the room, bring that feeling into the room. And a lot of times when you add fabric to the room, it dampens the sound. It tends to bring more romance to the bedroom. Great product out there for soft treatments. So now that we've done the configurator and showed you how that works, let's show you what it looks like in real life. So what you have here is you have a coordinating balance treatment with side panels. This is showing it with a nice Roman shade in the background, or even a cellular shade, like a night and day cellular shade, to show you the contrast. So all these colors are complementary. Other cool thing about this is, as you see the pattern on these drapery panels, if you notice, any element of this pattern can be pulled out and made into a balance treatment. So you notice this element of this pattern right here was pulled out, and we made the balance treatment for that. So one of the really, really interesting things you can do with the Color Lux system. So another example of the Color Lux system is, we're talking about a triple layer treatment here. So you've got your primary window covering, which in this case is a roller shade or a cell shade. You've got your balance treatment, which is the second layer, and then now you got your third layer, which is the drapery treatment. If you really want to set off a room, that's the way to do it. It really brings out the color, brings out gives a good feel, and makes the room a lot warmer. As you notice here with the Color Lux system is, we've picked a primary color palette, and now it's chosen different colors. So for example, these are 3 different patterns on this shade, and if you notice on the balance here, we've pulled out the stripe and put it on the balance, and you can do that with any pattern that you have. So that's another great example of the Color Lux system. So on the Color Lux system, this is the drapery panel. This is the easiest way to bring color into your room and really make that house a home. So if you have, say, like a faux wood blind or a wood blind or a mini blind or a cell shade or anything on that window, this really accentuates it and really brings it out and makes it pop. So when people come into your house, it'll be more like a wow factor instead of just a white blind on the window. So here you have a bunch of different colors, and again, these are all printed fabrics. So if you take a look at the different colors here, these are all part of the Color Lux system, and you see you can go from like reds to blues and all kinds of nice, cool, fresh colors. So pretty much the colors and patterns are, I wouldn't say endless, but there are a lot of choices, and it coordinates well with every other window covering that they have. So it coordinates well with the cellular shades, the Roman shades, any of your like sheer shades or anything like that. So there's all kinds of different products that tie in well with this and really make a window pop. So we talked about the Color Lux system and being able to print any color on a shade in the deck. Well, here's a perfect example is we've got 3 different types of blues on one shade. Now typically you wouldn't do that, but this is just for demonstration purposes. But yeah, as you can see, a very nice sheer shade and some very nice colors. They've got a very nice motorized control, about a third of the cost. Now, granted you don't have a handheld remote, but again, third of the cost of a regular motored shade. So hit the button for a long press, goes up. It is a rechargeable battery, so the battery is actually inside the motor, and in order to recharge it, there's a little plug on the side here. You have to charge it about once every 8 to 12 months, and the battery life is at least 5 years, and we've seen it last a lot longer than that. Press the button, shade goes down, long press, it stays down. So that is a sheer shade printed in any color. So any color that you see in the deck, I can make this shade in that color, which is really complements very well with drapery treatments. So part of the Color Lux system is the Odyssey. This is a very unique product because it looks like a cellular shade. It has a motorized control on it, but this is what's unique about it. It opens like a wood blind. So you get the view through like you wouldn't get with a cellular shade, because either a cellular shade is up or down, whereas this you can open and close it however you want it. Also notice on this display we've got a variety of different colors here, all chosen from the Color Lux system. And if we walk over here, you're going to see complementary fabrics and colors that match this system. So what you have is a nice valance treatment, both cornice boxes that tie in quite nicely with the palette of colors that you see on this particular shade. And that's the Odyssey shade from Comfortex. So here's a Roman shade on the Color Lux system. And this is a really nice pattern that they've chosen through here. Again, this is all printed fabric. You notice the control is motorized, but it's behind the shade. So this motorization costs about a third less than all the other motorization that you see out there with handheld remotes. So real simple, you push the button, you hold it, the shade rises up, and this is what we call a flat front Roman. As you can see, a really nice clean look. So when the Roman shade is completely up, it gives you that nice hobbled look. So here's a perfect example of some of the colors that you can print. This is just a wall of fabric printed, and as you can see, there's so many different colors, textures, styles, and keep in mind that all these colors can be done on a cellular shade, a sheer shade, any type of fabric Roman shade. Another great advantage of the Color Lux system. So to see the sheer awesomeness of this program, take a look at this wall. This is actually cellular shade material or honeycomb material. And as you can see, they've printed this on one big sheet. This would not be possible without the Color Lux system. So this is literally, they've printed this color, and as you can see, the hundreds of colors that are available. All these colors match up with the colors in the paint deck. So it's really, really a neat system that gives you all kinds of options that were never there before. And there's also different kinds of textures as well. So not only do you get the color, but you can also choose the texture that you like of the fabric.